Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up. Pow! Knocked him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Again, it's Cook. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Flushed out right.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's caught left side by Hardman.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now a play fake. Brady completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Brady to throw again. And it's caught. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 2nd down and goal. Brady, touchdown. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders 7, Vikings nothing.
as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Kenny Nwangu now out of his end zone. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Cousins now. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Vikings, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about... yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On third down, Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And here's Ryan Wright now, standing just about on his own goal line. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Here's Hardman to return.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they almost push them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On play action, now Brady steps away. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Brady. He's got his tight end Fant.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big close.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Noah Fant doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. 21-0 our score after 1. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On 1st and 10, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throwing, Cousins.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Anthony Averett picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Vikings nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Nuwanger now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw here, taken in by Morgan.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Now Cousins. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Completes it to Hardman. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. This is the tight end fan. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Las Vegas.
Now a give to Jacobs running right.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And the Raider 1st down.
On play action, it's Brady. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Brady to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has. Percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that is no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
Well, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. First down. Here's Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. It seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Cousins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Cousins to throw it. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. Their own 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before half for Brady. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
On second down, Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. To about the 23. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Targeting more, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing is Cousins. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard
A
line.
10th carry in the game for Cook.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
From the 36, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Cousins on 1st down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Here's Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they work this out past the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. Cousins now to throw on first down.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
To the air again, it's Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with the score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a play fake, Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something.
Touchdown, Vikings! 41 yards.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Brady's throw into the hands of Fan. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got Smith here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.